They hate when you elevate. They stacking up losses, I'm handing them out, yeah, I had to go delegate. They feel like I'm floating, I'm lost in the moment, I swear I could levitate. They never believed that I would really fly.
Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another great episode of Express Yourself with Xpress. I am your humble host, Xpress. Reporting live from Network Studios as always. Shout out to, Kenyon, Les, Ty, the whole gang. Shout out to Corey, socially acceptable. And also shout out to my amazing sponsors, King Vision, Shoe Pugs, Self Love. And shout out my dog Thomas Burgundy with this Burgundy line. I can't thank you enough, bro. We got a lot more stuff coming. But before I even get into everything, you already know I start off the episode with an expression of the week. This one's really near and dear to me, so I want to say the expression of this episode will be legacy. Now, sometimes we don't really even understand what the individuals or the pillars before us had to sacrifice for us to be sitting across from each other, or even being able to seek after our dreams and aspirations. So I feel that everyone in some way, shape, or form needs to show gratitude to the legacy that you come from. Whether that be reaching out to your moms, your dads, your grandparents, an aunt or uncle, learning someone's recipe so that doesn't get forgotten. Like, those things are important because if my sister don't pick up my grandma gumbo, that recipe gets lost in the sauce. I can't have none of that. But this individual's legacy is really, really prominent, and it's amazing to be a part of it. It's amazing to witness it. But just the growth and where it's at today, that's why we're here. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, let's welcome in from Most Player Plates. Let's go ahead and say Ray of Light LA, and also just an amazing individual by the name of Goldie. Welcome into the building, finally.
Hey man, thanks for having me. I'm glad we got together. This is gonna be dope.
This needed to happen because you're doing things that are bigger than yourself, and I feel like those are attributes that people need to not only see but be a part of, so then they can see what is inside of them. Because I've found a very, very big passion for giving back due to coming out with you guys at We Grow LA, and then coming out for your first event. So let's talk about where you're originally from and then get into the family upbringing.
Okay, so I'm originally from Redondo Beach, California. That's where I grew up with my mother. I have family all over LA though, so I grew up all through LA, but I went to school in Redondo Beach. Yeah, I put on for Redondo because ain't nobody like me from there. So, people say that sometimes the way my characteristics or something, they be like, oh, that's why. But it ain't got nothing to do with it.
You got some, sand in the waves and everything.
Right.
You get it.
Yeah, the beach is one of my favorite places. I love Redondo Beach.
Okay. Yeah, my aunt, she worked at Turner's, the gun store in Redondo Beach.
Oh, okay, yeah, I know where that's at. Yeah, I got my hood from there.
All the time. Yeah. Yeah, then we both know. And let's talk about the family dynamics and the upbringing and stuff.
I was raised by a single mother, my mom. My father, he wasn't very active in my life, but he came around every now and then. Like when I say that, I could maybe a handful of times. We have no real relationship at all. I didn't need it. My mother, she took care of us. She worked hard. I watched her work 3 jobs sometimes. I was also raised by my godmother, Tiani, and of course my grandmother. It takes a village.
Absolutely.
My godmother played a big part in me being who I am and raising me as well. Shout out Tiani, my nanny.
Shout out.
And yeah, I grew up with a little sister, my little brother, Josie, Caleb. I'm the oldest, so had a lot of responsibilities.
I know that way too well.
Yeah, I mean, I was an athlete growing up. Went from an athlete to a hustler.
Now, before we get even more further into the gift that you have been to everyone, I always bring up gifts. This is for you.
Thank you.
Courtesy of my brother, Thomas Burgundy. More Burgundy wine. It has an amazing quote on the inside of it. And I think it's overly fitting that you definitely will represent it to the fullest. So just thank you for being here. Thank you for being the person that you are. Thank you for being as supportive as you've been.
Yes, thank you.
1,000%.
That's beautiful.
So let's get into, the hustling side.
Okay.
Which predominantly comes around food. We can go into the music too.
Yeah.
Because we got a lot to, indulge into. But let's actually, no. rewind that. Let's start with the music. Who were the musical influences that you had coming up, and some of the sounds that you kind of wanted to represent?
Okay, so wait, ask that question one more time.
Who are the musical influences
Influences.
that you heard coming up, and some of the sounds that you want to represent?
Okay, so I can remember the exact day where I like fell in love with rap music, hip hop, or like where I feel like I was inspired to make music myself.
Mm-hmm.
2 moments. One of them, I can't remember which one came first. I think this one might have came first. I used to go through all my mom's stuff when I was a kid. Like, you just go through your people they shit for no reason.
Yep.
I used to go through her stuff, and I found a book that my mom had, and had a whole bunch of raps in it. My mom used to be a rapper too. And like back in the day before she had me, I think she had me, and then she had to be a mother, so she couldn't do it anymore. But she was pretty tight, My cousins used to work for Power 106. They was DJing and stuff, so she had a team, and she was really working. So when I found that, I was like, I thought it was so cool, like so cool. And so I remember I used to just always read that stuff. And then a little while after that, we were in the Bay for my uncle's wedding.
There we go.
And I was so bored there. I was like sixth grade or something. Like it was all the kids were much younger than me. And my uncle gave me his iPad, and he's a white man, and he don't listen to rap hip hop like that. So I'm going through the iPad looking for any hip hop music I could find, anything. Like literally only one artist on there. Can you guess who it was?
If I guess, I don't know why. Like, no, Little Kim?
No.
Okay. One more guess. Ooh.
It's an easy guess.
I don't know. No, give it to me, because I don't want to say the Brat and that not be it.
All right, so it was Lauryn Hill.
Oh.
So, and that was
That's
with
where
Fugees.
that's
It was
so cool.
Fugees. So it
Yes.
wasn't even Lauryn Hill's music. It was Fugees. And at that point, when I heard those songs, I just I fell in love. I couldn't believe her rapping with the guys. It just inspired something inside of me that was just I can't explain it. It changed my life. And so from that day on, I always listened to hip hop music and stuff, but that's what inspired me to be an artist myself and to pursue that. Yeah, I forgot what the second half of the question was.
Who are some of the sounds that you kind of want to represent?
Okay, so yeah, I would say Lauryn Hill for sure. I love Eve. I feel like if I was still doing
Who's
music,
that girl? Man, Eve. I had a big crush on Eve.
Man, Eve is that girl, and
she's always been,
still is. So and she don't even gotta make music no more, but. That was she was a big influence in me. I used to want to, especially when I became Goldie and my hair and stuff, I was I wanted to run with it. I didn't really take it there, but I say Eve, I love the Brad, Queen Latifah. Those are all female artists, male artists, feel me, Tupac. I'm trying to think right now, I'm kind of drawing blanks of my favorite. Jay-Z, Tupac, Nipsey, I'm thinking of the other ones. That's all I could think of off the top of my head.
Okay, well, I mean, you got a good gumbo pot of artists there, and it definitely does, because I did hear some.
Oh, I forgot. Sorry,
no,
one more.
Please.
So one of my next favorite artists besides Lauryn Hill is Ludacris.
Luda,
big Luda.
At the Red Light District album, and it got played the hell out.
That's the first album I ever bought with my own money.
Shut up.
So I went to and you know what? I got the explicit version, and my mom tried to make me return it from Sam Goodies. And when you open it, you can't return it.
So I got Ain't no return.
I got to keep it.
Now you may be able to get away with that with Target, but we wasn't going to Target back in the day because they had the clean versions of the albums. I learned that through my uncle, who was a album collector and stuff like that. So I'm big on Sam Goody. There was a Sounds of Music was another record store. It was out in Paramount. Not sure if it's still there and stuff like that, but I'm a kid from Compton, so I would always come to Paramount to see my grandparents. Right. And going that way, it's just let me see if they got some new CDs. Let me find. And man, and I wish we can get back into that, because it really adds the excitement. It really adds the connection with the artist, because it wasn't just a CD we was after. It was after that booklet with all that information, who they were thanking on the last page and all that, because it all makes them and that album what it is. So
that's when people cared about that type of stuff. That's so true. I remember that was the best thing, and you put it up on your wall. Sometimes they would come with a poster, an extra poster.
Man, I'm telling you, and again, we need to get back to that. All the digital stuff and everything. It's cool, but I mean, it shouldn't be that hard to get a picture of your a poster of your favorite artist.
It
and
takes
just,
the magic out of things, right? Like, cause they sign it and everything. It makes you feel special,
right.
but it definitely takes the magic out of things, like technology.
Now, you definitely put a lot of magic into your food. Okay,
Yes, sir.
let's talk about who inspired your cooking, because you got some heavy hitters in the family, and you're representing that legacy proudly. So who were the ones that was putting the feet in them pots, and how you got your hands on it?
Okay, so everybody is very surprised when they hear this. My godmother, she's the best cook in the family. That growing up, she knows how to cook. She actually went to a culinary arts school. My mom, she cooks some stuff. Like, she has a few things that she always like that is really good. Like, I got her enchilada recipe or chili recipe. Like, she has a few recipes, but she's getting back more into cooking. And then my grandmother, she has a couple recipes too, but they don't be throwing down. No. I kind of just, I guess I got it from my ancestors, and,
And
got
you
my
just made your
godmom.
own.
Because I'm a self-taught chef. I didn't go to school for it or anything. And so I worked in a Jamaican restaurant for a tiny bit, and I saw how they did it, and I just went running.
Now, was it hard for you to transition over from being in the restaurant, even though it wasn't for a long span of time, to being a self-taught chef?
The transition wasn't that bad. It was actually really fast for me. One thing about me is, like, when I have a goal or a vision, it's kind of like I'm like, I have to do it right now. Like, I don't even like to order things off Amazon if it's coming tomorrow. I need it right now. Like,
Facts. I'll come to you and pick it up.
Yeah, so it happened pretty fast because I was having an issue at the place where I was working at. Like, they just weren't treating me well in there, and I was really doing a lot for the business. And little do they know, like, they was teaching me all the recipes. I was learning things there, like, and all type of stuff. So when when I ended up stop working there, because I didn't get fired, but kind of like it was like a weird situation. I just went home, went to the grocery store, cooked it all up, got on Instagram, like, start selling plates, and that's how the transition went for me, and it was really, really fast.
And okay, so you took some important steps or whatever. Could you share some of those steps that you took to help the next inspiring personal chef?
I would say to definitely, if it's something you want to get into, for one, you have to believe in yourself. If you don't believe in yourself,
1,000%.
nobody is gonna mess with it. Two, your food got to be good. So it's not for everybody, but if your food is good, just do it. Like, just do it. I would say, first get on Instagram, start talking to people. Always talk to the people that support you the most first, your family, your friends. Let them know what you got going on. Sometimes when people see people support you, then they'll support you, and they won't do it until then. So it's just really believing in yourself. I say reach out to people. You could give out some free food to get some connections, give out some samples. Shoot, just you gotta hustle. I would set up tables. I would pull up, put a table out, grab everything out of my car, and just start selling food on this. And that's how people know my name, and that's how I was able to kind of get the feeling of how to keep it going. But I would just say, do it. Now, that's my advice.
An important thing that a lot of people don't seem to ask when it comes to cooking: how do you go about allergies and other things such as, like, vegan dishes and that nature?
As far as allergies, I always ask, of course, my clients before if there's any allergies. They usually let you know immediately, and they don't order things that they're allergic to.
Right.
But you still want to ask to make sure that, there's no cross-contamination and nobody gets sick. That's pretty easy to deal with. And then as far as vegan and vegetarians, it's the same thing. They just let me know what their preference is, and I can do it. I've made full vegan, like, 40 dishes, like, for I did Kyrie Irving's wife's 30th birthday. Okay. And they had all vegan food, and they had like 30 different options, and they was all vegan. So I can make anything vegan, like, it works. You just...
Man, I'm gonna have to have some of this. I'm not vegan at all, but I'm sure if she made it, it's good.
It tastes just like regular food.
Excuse me. And shout out Kyrie Irving too on that.
Right.
But when it comes to your style, is there a specific type of dish that you favor to make more, that you feel like is your signature? And what would that be?
Yes, I always tell people that my I'm a full service chef, but I specialize in Caribbean food.
Mm-hmm.
So, which is Jamaican food, Caribbean. Like that's my favorite thing to make. That's how I started my business.
Mm-hmm.
And I will always make Caribbean food because everybody loves it. I love it, and it's like it's my signature.
Mm-hmm.
Them oxtails, the rasta pasta.
Tearing it up, tearing it
Yeah.
up. I think that because I'll tell you this much. Y'all see her and she got some plates out there. Buy two. Cause you're gonna be mad after you eat the first one, like, damn, I didn't get in. Like that's what happened to me. What was that? What was it? An album release?
Oh, was it Python? No,
I want to say yes.
it was Python. It was at over on Washington.
Yep.
At Davis,
Something
Baron
like Bear
Davis
Davis.
place.
Yeah. So it's just like, I mean, you're all over, and I've been able to get your food from all over and stuff like
Yeah.
that. But the main thing that I do see is a lot of empty and clean plates. Okay. Now, when it comes to making your food for larger amount of guests and stuff like that, is it easier for you to just have like something set and here it is, or inquiring about what they're looking for and working with that?
Repeat that question one more time.
Is it easier for you to have your already set menu and
Oh,
here it
oh,
is,
yeah.
or kind of cater to whatever it is that they're stylistically trying to do?
Excuse me. For me personally, I've learned that what's easier for me is to cater to what people need. So I've done the thing where you create the menus and stuff, but it just doesn't make sense because the prices of everything change. You know, people want different things. So usually people come to me and I'll ask. They usually know what they want. If they don't, I'll be like, okay, well, what type of food? If it's Jamaican, Italian, Mexican, I'll send over menu options. If they have a budget, I'll send over a menu that is fits in their budget. And that just works better for me. I like to kind of like make it custom for everybody instead of just one full menu because it doesn't usually work well like that for me.
Right. No, I agree.
Right.
And I'm definitely gonna do a food edition where I'm gonna come out with my videographer, gonna get you into action and get you
Yes.
to, just share more and stuff about the community. Cause that's the one thing. Like I was there day one, and as it's gradually gained, you got lines around the corner. You ain't even gotta walk them up the street no more to give to people. People coming all the way up
Right,
to
yeah.
you. People coming on the wrong days, even though you say Tuesdays. Now you're doing Wednesdays. So it's just like, what's the next step that you would like to take?
As far as the most player plates?
Yes.
So as far as most player plates, my next step, I've already been thinking because I did the food truck thing already, and that's just so much work. I didn't think I wanted a restaurant because it's also so much work. But I've kind of been thinking that like my end goal might be to kind of have like a compound type of situation where I could have like a kind of like a small restaurant, like not nothing to like a brick and mortar type of situation,
Okay.
but also have space to do other things in there too, like events and that type of stuff. But yeah, I think just to get a space, maybe a little brick and mortar, something small, and to have a team. That's also my goal, is to have a team so that I'm not doing everything myself.
I'm glad you said that because it's rolling me right into the next question. How important is to you that though you're putting this all into the community is supporting you back?
I mean, that's the most important part because I honestly my business wouldn't be as successful and I wouldn't be who I am today without it because they the ones that's buying my plates. They the ones posting, supporting, and that means the most. That's why it's so important for me to give back to the community anytime that I can because they made me. So I mean, you know what I mean when I
You
say
making
that.
some people
but
fool out there,
yeah.
and hey, I'm telling y'all, don't sleep on the food. Because once you get the food, it's going to put you to sleep. You're going to have the itis. I'm not playing.
Then you're going to wake up and eat some more.
That's a fact. That's what I'm saying. Get them 2 plates. Don't stop at one, just get
Satisfaction
them 2
guaranteed of your
plates.
money back, and I ain't never gave no money back.
Hey, fact, I've heard her say that within 3 seconds. Each time she says it, it's on point. And she's real about it. And just be real about somebody who looks like you, thinks progressively, but also is all about the community. That's what it's really all about, each one teach one, but if we're not willing to strengthen home, then we shouldn't be allowed outside of.
Right, exactly.
So I'm all about building in before we get out. And with that being said, you built an incredible nonprofit.
Thank you.
Ray of Light, LA. Talk about the inspiration behind that, because it is a deep story. And how you want that to be an impact on the community.
So, okay, Ray of Light. Ray of Light LA, I started it in memory of my auntie Felicia Lee
Mhm.
Ray. She passed November 7th of last year. And the way that she passed, it was just so traumatic and unexpected. So I had a really, really hard time. Shoot, my whole family did, but it was really hard for me, just speaking for myself. And I was in a really dark place. So I tried to, let me breathe slow, because every time I talk about my auntie,
We here.
it gets me a little emotional. But I figured like I had to find a way to turn my like
Turn the
I
pain
had to
into.
make it into something positive.
Mhm.
And I already been doing like give back type of situation things like for a long time, but it was like to me it was like I wanted my auntie's name to live forever.
Mhm.
And it was just something that I needed to do, and it was perfect timing for what I had already planned to do. And yeah, it was just I just turned something into positive and get to share love, and people get to in my auntie's name. So to me it feels like
Mhm.
she's still living on. And
Absolutely.
I just, yeah, I do it for her. I do it for the community. And yeah, it means the world to me.
It's honestly, I gotta talk about another heart touching moment
Hmm.
that you just recently did. You and your grandma giving out
Hmm.
those gift cards.
Oh, yeah.
That that's one of my ultimate goals. What I started off doing was going to like maybe 10 Dollar Trees, spending like hundreds of dollars in canned foods, and just
Hmm.
taking them to different shelters.
Yep.
No content, no nothing, because it was just like exposure in the wrong eyes could look down upon thee.
Hmm.
So it's not even about exposing, hey, look at me, what I'm doing. It's, hey, what could we be doing better for the community
Right.
and for the people? So, like, I seen that video probably 3 times just yesterday.
Oh,
And it's
really?
just like, it gets me every time because it's just like, you guys care so much about helping others that the help coming back tenfold. And that's not
Hmm.
even why you're doing it. The reason, and that's the bigger blessing in it. So, can you talk about that moment with your grandma and what it means?
Yeah, I love that you actually brought that up. And it's actually really funny because so my family dynamic is a little bit different. I'm like the child. I can't explain what it is. I'm the like the I'm live a little bit more unconventionally than the rest of my family. Like they believe in going to school, working, all that.
Mm-hmm.
So my life's always been really unconventional. And um my family and stuff, like I'll be the influence, I'm be the inspiration sometimes to do those type of things. So that moment really touched my heart because, my grandma, she's like, you inspired me to do this, and she
Mm-hmm.
does it and she feels so like, she's like, wow, this feels great. Like, and
Mm-hmm.
she's like, I want to do it one. I'm like, yeah,
Yeah.
you know how I feel too. Like
Mm-hmm.
it's good for everybody, it's really good for everybody. So that moment is so powerful because I love that I can inspire my grandmother, make her happy, inspire
Mm-hmm.
my family, inspire anybody. Like that's really what I do it for. I feel like that's one of my purposes is to inspire and like be a ray of light to people.
Absolutely. You're doing that to the max. Like,
Thank you.
sincerely.
Man,
That
for
was
real.
a really, really, really dope moment. And for me, everybody knows I'm a grandma's boy as well, and my
Mm-hmm.
grandfather means everything to me. His birthday's coming up
Mm-hmm.
on his birthday's coming up this month, and with that being said, on his birthday, I'm taking my grandmother, our lady, because we share her.
Yeah,
You
she's like,
know,
she's mine.
I'm taking her to the Laker game
Oh,
because that's something he
wow.
would do. That's
Right.
something like it's let me say thank you for what you guys did many, many years ago and
Right.
allowing me to be here by taking a moment that means the most, that if you were still here, that you'll be doing. Let me do
Mm-hmm.
that for Our Lady. So, like, yeah, we're gonna enjoy that Laker game,
She gonna love it.
and we're gonna enjoy a lot of memories and stuff like that. There's so many goals and aspirations because their unconditional love is a very big inspiration to me, and
Mm-hmm.
the reason why I'm very unconditional with the love I give to other people.
Right.
So when it comes to people, helping and volunteering and stuff like that, what's the best way for them to go about it? And how hard is it to really coordinate, what you're seeing as in the outcome of what it is?
Okay, so as far as volunteering, I'm always accepting volunteers. I with my nonprofit, I feel like I want to do mine a little bit different than the way that other people do it. As far as like, I welcome anybody and everybody that wants to be a part of it, because for me, it's just about us being at service to the people. So people that want to volunteer, they can go onto the rayoflightla.org website, and there's a volunteer form. And then once they do that, I'll be reaching out to them and let them know what we have going on. And then as far as the coordinating, man, so, I just had my very first real event, December 21st. It was my Christmas giveaway.
Yes.
And yeah, so I was planning that. That was the first event that I've never planned an event before that. Not even like a birthday party. Like, I didn't try or whatever, but I mean, I like a little birthday, but that was a big event. Like, there's so many different working parts, so many different people that I had to bring in. And it was tough, but I did it. I feel like I'm really good at them type of things. Like, for the most part, getting things done, I can usually get things done. But it was difficult. It was difficult to find help. I didn't have too much help. I did most of it by myself, except for the day that people came. I had volunteers, and it was very hard. But I want to say that it was worth it.
Well, we like that. So, just hit me. Hey, Press, you got it? All right, cool. Let me just move my schedule around, because I love helping people, and I love giving back. I'm a big giver. I always say that God blessed me with more. It's just more for me to give.
Exactly.
So, like, you max out who you truly are given certain things in life. Some people, you give them money, they'll do the right thing with it. Or not so many people. I'm just blessed to understand that all this has a purpose that's bigger than me.
Right.
So nothing that I do is really for me. I got a niece who I want everything that I'm doing to equate to her having a better life.
Right.
I mean, she has a great life right now.
Right.
Uncle P don't play that.
Right. But you want it to be better. It could always elevate.
Always. So, the probability of her being successful, that's really near and dear to me. And it's just all on, like, when people ask me who do I compete with within my family, I compete with this 14-year-old chick who danced at WrestleMania 2 years ago. Like, like my grandfather, if he was here, he would be like, what? She got, it's just like, it is what it is. But that's my competition. But that keeps me going, because I'm inspiring someone who's inspiring me.
Right, exactly.
So you definitely, you definitely got a lot of support and a lot of inspiration from individuals, but you've definitely been inspiring a lot of people. So keep doing that. And
Thank
of course, I always come with an amazing segment called Blast from the Past. Got some, I got some stuff up here, but everything has a purpose and a meaning, and I just need to know what it meant to you.
Okay.
So,
what you finna put on
let
here?
me find this remote. You ain't got nothing to be scared of. Everybody's always scared. You
I'm
ain't got
not
nothing to be scared
scared.
of.
I'm gonna be surprised. We'll see.
But let's start here.
Okay.
Boom. Now,
Okay.
I got 2 questions with this. The main thing is, what was your initial thoughts on Leimert Park being the staple, and why?
So initially, the reason that I did that, for one, it was our food stamps had been cut off, so that was like the perfect. I was already trying to figure out what the first thing that I was gonna get going, and when I heard that, I was like, okay, perfect. I'm gonna bring some hot food out because people don't got their food stamps. I was looking for a location. Leimert Park Leimert Park holds a really big part in my heart. When I was starting off rapping, 18, 19, I don't know if you know about Bananas. I was
do.
up there over at Bananas. I used to be over there out rapping niggas.
Yes.
The Peace Life days. Bananas, the whole community, Sika, Milan, Akil, the whole community. It's like, I've known them for a really long time, and I support them, and I love what's always going on over there, and I know that there's always people over there in need. And I think it's like a pretty center place for people to come from other parts of the city as well if they need to.
Absolutely.
And yeah, so that's why I went over there, because I just thought it was the best place, location-wise, people-wise, and it ended up working out perfectly.
So I remember the first day, some dude that drove around the corner like 8
Yeah,
times.
they was like, what they doing?
8 times. And he was like, come get a plate.
Yeah.
Well, all right,
They're
I'll
like,
be
"Is it
back.
free?"
We know. We know.
I know exactly who you talk about too, and guess what? I see him every week now.
Same thing. You get a plate yet?
Yeah, he'll get a plate, and he's been making some donations too. That
That's
be
what I'm
like
talking about.
them the hustlers that be running Joan around the block. They're like, I like what you doing. Here's a couple dollars.
Here's a couple dollars. Keep on going. Appreciate you, sister. Nah, I think it's amazing. I think it's incredible. The impact that you're leaving on the community it's undefined, and where it is now, 1,000 times over where it's gonna be, because the support is only getting bigger and bigger. And I mean, the food's only gonna keep on getting greater and greater, anyways. You know, she putting 2 feet now. She gonna be putting 2 feet and a couple hands.
I'm about to just swim in it.
Just swim all up in there. But I'm really glad, proud, and happy that you're doing this for the community.
Thank you.
No problem at all.
I'm really proud of myself as well. So it's like sometimes I feel like I don't really be taking it in because I'm so like goal oriented. It's like once I do something and I get it done, it's like I'm like, what's next? So I don't really be taking the time to really take it in and celebrate myself, you know. So I've been trying to work on that for sure.
Oh, good. That's why my Blasphemy Pass here, so I can celebrate you.
Yay!
So you talked about the first event that you were able to curate.
Yes.
And I just got to say thank you and shout out to alumni, a big brother. Like this guy right
Big
here
Chuck.
again, like I can't tell you how much he means. So seeing this moment with 2 important people to me, it was just amazing. And then he got the boys there too.
Yes, they're my favorite.
Sitting
They're
still.
so cute.
Like, you know.
It took a couple times to get this picture.
Okay.
Look at they looking all over it.
But I love the fact that Chuck really supports us.
That's my guy. Yeah.
Like for sure. Like there's no. And when I say like support, I'm trying to hold back from this, but I've been on my deathbed and this man has called and reached out. So it's deeper than.
Yeah, no, he's
than
a
deeper
real
than deep.
good person and a real good friend, and just all around business. You know, he's shedding lights on people.
He's the
Been
voice of
doing
LA.
it. Yeah, exactly.
Like one of the staples, and man, Homegrown Radio is always gonna be home.
Always. I love Homegrown Radio.
Always. You know.
Yeah, he an OG for real. He been in the game a long time, and I've watched him put a lot of people on and support a lot of people. He supported me back in but before I was Goldie, when I was Lana Mac.
Lana Mac. I was gonna return to the Mac with that one.
Return to the Mac. Yeah. Shout out to Chuck, man. He a good dude and his family.
Major love. And also the missus, she gets down in the kitchen too.
Oh yeah, she sure do.
Yep. So look out for all that.
Chef Dorsey.
Yeah, you need some meal prepping going. Hit him up.
Tap in with her too.
And you know, it's always love with Chuck, man. He's also an alumni of the show, so definitely. But you've also, you know, curated your own celebrity support and helped some of the most amazing people, you know, eat good.
Yeah.
So talk about this moment, what it meant to you, and how dope it was.
This was a great moment. This picture, I think this was their Christmas party. Yeah, this was their Christmas party. I actually have the same shirt on that in that picture. But this was a Christmas party, and I think this was the 3rd or 4th time that I cooked for Issa. I've cooked for her a lot of times in a few different, because she had this area, she has a couple of different spots, but it's always amazing. Like, I love her, you know, like, I love what she does for the community, for the people.
1,000%.
For her, just her business, for her employees, like, you don't even know, but this place where we had it at, that's at the Beehive, this is actually like a whole thing for kids, like to learn how to use computers, video games, and it's like really, really dope. And so, yeah, I love what she does for the community, how she put on for the city, how she's always herself. She don't, you know, she's an inspiring Black woman. So
1,000%.
I was very proud to be cooking for her. Yeah, that was a blessing.
No, and it was really dope to see this, because not only is she dope, you're dope. You guys came together and made this dope moment for other people too.
Yeah.
So it gives other people the inspiration to say, "Oh, I know Goldie. Dang, I can do something here and there. Let me work my ass off and really put forth in faith in myself for these outcomes, and not make it think like, oh, it's luck or coincidence. No, it's proper preparation leading to a strong execution.
Exactly.
So like, keep on executing.
Thank you, man.
Keep on. I'm telling you, we got some more.
Can't stop, won't stop.
Now, that was a funny moment, but this one, This one right here.
Yeah.
This one right here.
It's the real OG right here.
Talk about it.
So this is really, really when my career started getting cracking. So when I first started doing plates, I was doing them out the house. I used to do plates like 3 times a week. I used to do like Monday chicken wing. Monday was
No,
it was Wing Wednesday.
Wednesday. Sorry. I
Alfredo
did some,
Monday,
some
wing.
digging. I was gonna literally put a slideshow with the day above it. I was like, okay, I ain't got that much time.
Yeah.
But I definitely know.
It was Alfredo Mondays, Wing Wednesdays, and Caribbean Fridays. So I was working. I was doing that out the kitchen, and then on the weekends, I had some friends that were strippers. They worked like at Crazy Girls. And so I started, one of them was like, well, maybe you could bring some food up there. Oh, no. I almost forget. I was going to do food up with a friend that was a stripper. She turned into a chef. She was like, oh, you want to come with me and help me at a Deja Vu, somewhere where she was working. So I would go up there. We would bring the plates like already made. And, I was doing it with her or whatever, but it wasn't really working out for me as far as money because I was like, she was cooking all the food and I was kind of just going with her, like kind of thing. And she wasn't breaking me off right. So I went. We were both chefs, but I got my food together, hit my homegirl at Crazy Girls, went up there, and so they said I could do food up there. So at first I would just bring it to the girls. Then I started setting up outside because I would bring like 60
everybody coming out of the
plates.
clubs hungry.
Yeah, at first it was just for the employees, but then I ended up doing for the customers too. So I would set up outside. One day, I would start at 1 and leave at like 5 in the morning. I would start cooking at 8, be out the house by 12, get there by 1, and then be out there to the last person, till the money stopped throwing until I sell out. So one of the days I was up there, somebody came. They were like, "Oh, is your food good? Well, let my chef or something. If he say it's good, then I believe it's good." And I'm like, I'm dealing with all type of niggas up there that they talking. I'm like, whatever, here. So he eat it. They go to the car. He come back. He's like, let me get your card or whatever. Da-da-da. They end up calling me back. The dude who I was talking to is Kevin Hart's best friend. Well, his name is one of his best friends. I think his best friend. His name is Wayne Brown.
Yes.
Wayne really, I owe a lot to Wayne. He really was a catalyst to my career taking off. He connected me with him. I started cooking for the Red Cup Boys, the podcast like show thing. And then after that, people it just started going up. But he real cool. This is probably like the 3rd or 4th time I'd cooked for them at this specific location. And I love them, his kids, the whole team, everybody at Heartbeat Studios and all that. They amazing people.
I had the luxury of meeting him. I used to be a manager of a mobile Exxon station. So I'm up there just, giving people their checks and stuff like that. Not trying to sound like that, but I was the boss.
Yeah,
so,
he was the boss.
So I was giving everybody their checks. And as I step out, I see him on pump number 1, but he's on the phone. I was like, all right, this is a moment. And I've been waiting to say this moment forever. Like, yo, I'm the original chocolate dropper. He literally almost dropped his phone because I made him laugh.
Oh, really?
When you can make someone who makes the world laugh,
that's awesome.
You made a moment. And I'm not a comedian, even though I wanted to be one. I'm not a comedian, but just being able to get him to show his that human side of him, dope. The whole crew's dope. I met a few of his close friends and stuff as well, just at different events and stuff, and just down to earth, funny, and just actually willing to share information. A lot of people don't realize that. Like, some people think that, and another trigger word here is gatekeeping.
Oh yeah, gatekeeping.
A lot of people think that, you gotta figure it out on your own because I had to. When let me show you the way, and that way you can actually show others. So that's what he's all about.
Yeah, I agree with that too, because for me it's like, I've been dealing with that. I deal with that all the time, gatekeeping. Like, even low-key, I've been dealing with it a lot with this nonprofit stuff. I've been dealing with a lot of politics that I didn't even know existed. I thought we was all at service for the people and stuff. But I always say, when people say things like that, is that I'll tell you exactly how I did it. But that don't mean that you gonna be able to do it how I did it. Because I could give you, it's not gonna be the same. You got to put the work in. I put in a lot of work, even though I give you all this. Maybe you can. And you got the information, you could run with it, but it's not that easy. Like, you could give somebody your information. That doesn't mean that they gonna be able to do it exactly like you. So it shouldn't be no competition.
At all. And I also contribute that to, yes, everyone gets drawn to the profession. That's the initial, like the first impression. But what really leads you on to build real relationships is showing the person and the real connection.
Exactly.
So having these moments, having the moments where I told you I'm the real chocolate dropper.
Yeah.
We can rap for it. But it's really showing who you are as a person, so then people can feel that vulnerability and exchange
and connect
it.
with you too. It's that connection that's really important. Like without that, it's just like I feel like that's a big part of why my business is also successful is because I care about how I make people feel. I care about connecting with people. I care about how my food makes people feel. I do everything with love. So it's like that. I feel like that's a really big thing because people they'll be like, "Wow, you're really nice," and I'm like, "Why you not nice?"
It's you. I didn't think that. Like a lot of people assume from the outside looking in, or they'll go and do the whole cyber surfing and thinking what they see on Instagram is like what you see on there is 10% of what you'll get in person.
Right.
You'll get a lot more. And also with the connection stuff, I definitely want to connect you again. I've said this time and time again. Shout out my loved one, my cousin, Nakia Mason.
Hey, Nakia.
Working very hard with U.S. Bank. They help a lot of nonprofits. So I definitely want to connect that with you. Shout out my brother Kevon with, Wins and Lessons. He had a big, Christmas in Compton.
Yeah, I heard
and
about
everything.
that. Yeah.
It was amazing. And, my cousin was able to come into that and they were able to connect the dots. But I definitely want to connect that dot with you because what you're doing is so impactful. Like, you guys got to just go out there one time. And you even got to stay the whole time. But being there 10 minutes is going to make you wait until the last 10 minutes to see how much more array of light you can be to these people. So, again,
really,
like...
sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Really quick, I just thought about something that really quick about the Kevin Hart thing. They actually brought me into my biggest job, my biggest, I felt like, accolade as a LA girl.
Yep.
They brought me in to cook at the Staples Center.
Yes. Yes.
The crypto arena.
Mm-hmm. I did
for
see
the
that.
Netflix
I saw that.
special. Yeah, that was like a huge deal for me. I loved them.
What was that, Netflix Ain't Funny or something like that? Or
yeah, it was the Netflix thing that they were filming. Like, yeah, I think it was Netflix Ain't Funny. Yeah.
Yep.
That was super dope.
I do some digging here.
That was so much fun.
And then let's go here.
Oh, my leg fell asleep.
Boom.
Oh.
We talked about legacies. I definitely want to leave it off with this new bundle of joy.
Oh.
I've been seeing and enjoying this super auntie over here and, just pass down really good, genuine love to the next legacy. So talk about what that's been like with this ray of light right here.
Man, it's been like so amazing. I can't even explain it. I'll be like, wow, I'm so proud of my little sister. She had a whole baby and the baby brings so much joy to us, to our family, to everybody. It means so much to me. I can't explain it. She's just such a little... but it means the most to me because I just hope that she's protected, loved, which she is. She has a great mother and a great father, but she's going to learn. I can't wait to teach her everything I know. I can't wait to cook. It's just like it just means everything to me. I don't know how to explain that. Her name is Marigold, by the way. Little Goldie.
Little Goldie right there.
And she's gonna be smart and beautiful and a hard worker and she's just gonna be perfect. I know she is.
1,000%. She's definitely surrounded by a lot of amazing individuals that'll make her an even more one.
And she's definitely, I feel like I've changed a little bit. Maybe it just makes you think about things a little bit different. My priorities is like I'm obviously she's one of my priorities, even though she's my niece. What my niece doing? What you like? I gotta make sure she good. Make sure my sister's good. Make sure her dude is good. It's family. Our family is expanding, so it means everything. Like,
if there's one Goldie recipe that this Goldie wants to make sure she passes down to this Goldie and continues with the Goldie family, what would that be?
The butter cake. My grandmother's favorite famous butter cake. That's what I got to teach my sister.
It's so famous. I haven't had it yet.
I'm gonna get you some. I make them I only really make it on birthdays. It's like that special, like birthdays.
I'm not waiting until August.
No, we gonna make some. We gonna make some because I actually put that on my menu recently.
Okay. Yeah.
But that's what because that's like a family recipe and that's something that can live forever and it's so good.
Continue that legacy, please.
Thank you, man.
Because when I'm older and she's, a little bit young whippersnapper in the kitchen, I'm still gonna want that cake.
Yeah, she's gonna be outside soon.
Nah, it's really good to see that the importance of family is really strong in you.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact that your family has been very supportive of you and these ventures that you're taking. Because you talk about a time where it probably wasn't that.
Yeah, I feel like I said, I kind of have like a more unconventional life than everybody else. My mom wanted me to go to school. I never believed in college. Since I was like in middle school, I was like, I'm not going to school. I'm not going to college because once again, I've been hustling since I was a kid. In high school, once I started making money, I didn't want to go to school because I was doing hair, I was doing pierce, I had a bunch of hustles, and I knew that I could learn anything without going to school. I've been thinking that since that's like
You learn
2010.
business.
Yeah. And that's why I used to tell him, like, I don't have to go to school and that was before you really didn't have to go to school. Now you really don't have to go to school for many things. Like, people are kind of starting to realize that, but people would be scared to take that chance because they think, oh, I need to get a degree, or I need this. I even felt like that way at first. I remember I was nervous, like, oh, do I need some type of permit or this or that, even before I started selling food in the kitchen. And I had tapped in with my boy Spank from Trap Kitchen.
Yeah, shout out.
Yeah, they played a big part in this too, because he like, you better just do it. He's like, just do it. He's like, you don't need
That was
nothing.
the
He's
best
like, you
thing
don't
he
need
said to
nothing, just
you.
do it. Like, because I was really iffy about it because I was scared for some reason. But this is for anybody that's scared. Do not be scared. Do that shit. Just do it. The worst thing, anything, ask for forgiveness, not permission. The worst thing anybody could do is tell you to go home. That's all. That's the worst.
I hope y'all are picking up what she putting down.
Yes, please.
And we are at the positive period of the podcast, even though she dropped some positivity right there. If there's a ray of light you can help shine on somebody else that you probably didn't get at a time period that can help somebody right now, what would that be?
Almost doesn't count. And to just always put yourself first and believe in yourself. You have to believe in yourself. That's the biggest thing. If you don't believe in yourself, how you don't believe in yourself, how nothing's gonna happen because you don't believe that you could do it. So I feel like for me, that's the biggest thing. Like, I don't believe there's anything I can't do. Like, if I want to do it, I'll be like, shit, I'm gonna do it.
1,000%.
And so that's what I would say is just believe in yourself. Like, if you want to be a regular, you want to cook, you want to do this, if you believe you could do it, you're going to get up and start taking the steps to do it. So that, and also just love yourself.
I seen what you did with organizing that garage. I know the work you putting in, girl. I see.
Man, that was crazy.
But being organized is a really, again, proper preparation.
Exactly.
So let everybody know how they can book you, where they can find you, and some upcoming events that you will be attending.
Okay, y'all.
Outside of my cousins next
Yeah,
month. 'Cause
yeah.
we going to get most player plates up in there for the Players Club.
That's right. You already know I'm going to be in there, the most player in the Players Club. But yeah, so, you guys can find me on Instagram, rayoflight_LA. My personal Instagram is Goldie the Player. Most Player Plates Instagram is Most Player Plates. My Instagram, if you want to book me, the best way to book me would be to book me through my phone number, my email, which is all on the profile on Instagram. And then events I have coming up would be Wednesday. Sorry, that was already. You could book me through DMs on Instagram or through my phone number. And then on Wednesday, I'm having my first very own grocery give back at the Nile in Inglewood. Shout out to the Nile because they be holding me down too. Them is my people. Sai, Benna, Betty. They really good people, family-owned business, Black-owned. Y'all better come pull up, and they partners with Ray of Light. So, yeah.
They know these faces around there. Corey, I, and Kenyon, we've been up there as a team and, show major support and everything. We're all about the community. So let's just, be about each other because that's the only way we're all going to succeed.
Facts. So, I hope everybody pull up Wednesday at 11 o'clock at the Naya. And, yes.
Yeah.
You better be there too.
Get yourselves ready. And
that means looking at an empty glass.
Hey, that means it's time for us to get some more in there. Ladies and gentlemen, I am your humble host, SB Press. Thank you again for tuning in. Thank you, Network Studios. Thank you to all my proud sponsors and upcoming sponsors. We also We got some Express Yourself merch coming very, very, very soon. Been working on it. It was something that I didn't want to say, oh, new year, new stuff. No, these are things that I was putting in play last year. We're just wrapping it all up within the first half of this year. So I will be having some merch out there for you guys. Going to be, doing some giveaways and everything like that. But, there will be some pieces for sale. But I mainly want to just spread the love and spread the positivity. Without you guys, I am nothing. And again, it's not about me. It's about expressing yourself with SB Press. Right. So let that being said, ladies and gentlemen, see you guys next Taco Tuesday.
They hate when you elevate. The second of losses, I'm handing them out. Yeah, I had to go delegate. It feel like I'm floating. I'm lost in the moment. I swear I could levitate. They never believed that I would really fly.